I believe as a wife, yeah, when you are dealing with in-laws as a wife, wisdom is profitable to direct. Sit on the fence. Never you take sides.
Don't take sides.
Never you take sides. The minute you begin to take sides, there's a problem. You can never run back to those people to tell them when your husband is messing up.
Yeah.
So the yarns for today. What is the best way to deal with your partner's relation or family member that you don't like?
Personally, I feel just ignore.
Exactly.
Just ignore them. You know, it's not. Sometimes it's not really about you.
It's about them.
It's about them. They might have issues. They might be having personal issues. They might not like you because you're fair, because you're dark, because you're tall, because you're short, and you really can't change the way they think. So you have peace.
Sometimes,
you work out your own. When they work out their own.
Those guys, they be like panfly.
They worry.
They worry.
And
there's no way you can avoid.
Wash
As you no go fit avoid them. No guy you want to avoid them. You go here the day you're front. You go here the day you're front. When your wife they fuck up, give her a line. When your family they fuck up, draw the line. No go say they support my wife because na my wife, or no go say they support my family because of my family, because definitely your wife will leave you and the family you fall back to. The family, all of them go leave you, now the wife you go fall back to. So why supporting one leave the other? Just try and let everything be balanced. Let all of them know their place and their stand.
You bath them with love. When we say, if person hear their matter for us, they go ask and say, what did this person do you? When you talk about this person like this, you not get anything bad. What this person do you? If you come house, she dey feed you. If anything what you want, she go do. You go business today, she go tell you sorry. You go talk A, she go tell you say no vex. You go talk B, she go say sister I still there, walk, she go kneel down for you, give you food for inside her. Then you cut her say you won't go give her hatred. Across the worry.
Even conscious. You know it's not as easy as it sounds.
See, it is patient tolerance.
A whole lot of determination for you to keep your.
I'm a sister-in-law. I'm a sister-in-law. Do you understand? I know what it feels like. Because I get one of my brother's wife we are not like. Do you understand? But you see, she doesn't even know how to hide her own. She said she not the answer me. We not the answer each other. But truth be said, if I see him for family gathering, hello, how are you? I go still hug him. She knows I don't like him. If you reach them, we'll curse each other now. I go abuse her living destiny. But at the same time, I put myself in her shoes sometimes. If I was married to somebody, and then his sister doesn't like me, or his auntie does not like me, how will I feel? Do you understand? So I think I get a bit, may not be like say, I did.
So can I ask a question? Why exactly don't you like? Maybe that will help us understand why some people don't like here.
Okay, so before they got married.
The brother didn't send them money.
Before no. That's
They're married.
not be money matter. Not be money matter. Before they got married, my folks didn't want them to get married. Now I'm very indifferent. And waiting you want, now you want. So I didn't really bother until the day this girl opened her mouth and started saying awful stuff about my late dad. I got personal. If you want to say something, say it to us. Don't disrespect the dead around here. He's my dad. You have no right to say shit about that. Okay, fine, they finally got married after that one. We managed, let them marry. Immediately they got married, she sent my mother an epistle, a long text messages, analyzing why she feels my mother does not love her son enough.
Wow.
Yes, so my mom forwarded the message to all of us, her kids, and if you put this girl for age, for rank, her last born she be. So we got upset. Me, personally, I got mad. My sister called her mother. Told her mother, see, if I want to abuse you, they're not going to see you pick. Put your daughter in order. So that really got me, you know what? You can't disrespect my mom, disrespect my late dad, and expect me to respect you.
To respect.
How long was this? Because I feel like she's already a part of the family, right? By virtue of having married you.
Being married.
She's as good as your junior sister. So what I feel you might have done is, okay, you know what, call her to her, speak to her. My mom or my dad or my sister or anybody doesn't act like my girlfriend or my wife, you know, when we get married, I have to call them, okay, you know, what exactly is the problem? What, like, because I can see these things, except I want to act stupid not to see them. But as the man of the house, I'll call my mom, okay, mom, what's happening? What exactly has she done to you? She's been the sweetest person. She says, oh, she's rude, she doesn't greet, she's a 21st century wife, she doesn't know that when she greets me. I'll be like, okay, you know what, it's fine. That's how you guys were raised during your period, you know, things have changed. If that's what's going to make you happy, I'll talk to my wife, you know what, just do it for her. That's how she is. You know how all these women are, you know. I'll try to make sure that, you know, they meet at a particular point.
Maybe she don't do it.
Some people don't listen.
Maybe she don't do it. No still happen.
She don't
And that means she's a good now.
Exactly, that's right.
So what was your brother's stand on?
See my brother here. My brother is no. See my brother here. My brother. See why I say men are always confused. My brother will talk to his wife. My family, they are idiots. They are this one. I'm going to fight them. If you come to family, my wife is a fool. I know what I'm saying. She doesn't know. I'm so
Actually, your brother.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
Now the girl ain't no get sense. For family matter, you go sit down for fence. You should never ever throw yourself against your
He's the head of
in-laws.
the family. His family, he's the head, right?
Yeah.
And you are his family.
That one are
And
your
if
family.
he cannot caution his wife, who are you to talk to the wife? The wife will go listen to you. So it's your brother that has to talk to the wife. If when she doesn't listen, then I will not let that one not get sense.
Brother,
If your brother keeps fueling her,
The guy no dey
forget
fuel her.
the guy don't need to spoil am.
He what?
The guy don't need to spoil am.
It's a case of how you present your family.
Yes.
So if you don't,
Personally,
yeah.
I think generally, family, they are the most difficult people to deal with.
Very
From your
difficult.
Your own family.
Very difficult.
Now, dealing with an extended family, like ratio of marriage, becomes very much difficult. That place is the place where, at the point where you pray for wisdom.
Sense.
Wisdom from every wisdom.
Let's say it's so
As in wisdom.
see,
Sense.
in such scenarios, I would apply what I call maybe like professional relationship or diplomacy. And diplomacy is at a point where, okay, hi, just be cordial, just be civil with that person. Not because you care about that person, but just for sake of peace to reign.
What do I mean by diplomacy? Because I understand that anyhow it goes, he or she is my family by virtue of marrying the daughter or sister or whatnot. So in my very family, disrespecting my wife is disrespect to me, and my wife disrespecting my family is also disrespect to me. So I think it's more about striking a balance.
I don't get to see my family extended though. There are some of them that you see on left alone. I wouldn't want to, like, I can't stand them.
Yes.
But because we're family, we're already entangled. So you have to
You have
tolerate.
to cope with them.
You have to tolerate them. They don't just stop being family. So at the end of the day, you just have to be smarter than the whole this thing and know when to react and when not to. Know when to react and when not to.
react.
You get what so I think diplomacy is.
I believe as a wife, yeah, when you are dealing with in-laws as a wife, wisdom is profitable to direct.
Yes.
Sit on the fence, never you take sides.
don't take sides.
Never you take sides.
sides.
The minute you begin to take sides, there's a problem.
Problem.
You can never run back to those people to tell them when your husband is messing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when it happens, you balance here, but the same thing that
Now your
boy
brother
is
dey
doing.
wrong.
The thing where the boy they
They
do, like
balance
the woman
this side,
supposed
they balance
to
this
do.
side.
You go balance
No,
the
she's
other
supposed to understand
But
where
should
your
I
brother
tell where your
is.
brother might have done a little better, right? The way, like I said, the way he actually positions his wife, that's how he will take him. So even if his wife is, for example, not thinking, do you understand? It could have come from the point of, oh, don't mind my wife and she's just this. She's
But
just
that's what
doing
he
this."
does.
So wait, no, wait,
That's
no.
what he
That's what he does.
No, so from what I got, from what she said, from what like, oh, she come like, oh, like she's very stupid, she's very.
No, that's
and then
what
when
he
it's
does.
with the
Another
wife,
thing that
and then
is
when it's with the wife,
See,
understand?
like my
Let them know
family-
that
Wait,
my family members, I don't joke with them.
Because he's trying to pacify his wife. Yes, to save his own and pacify his family and save them here with himself too.
The Bible said a man will leave his family
And cleave to his
cleave
wife.
to his wife. They become one.
One.
Now, I want all of us here, guys, there will come a time where you settle down with your wife. And one truth remains, there will come a time where you have to pick
Choose
sides.
between your wife.
And at the end of the day, you go to bed with your wife, not your family.
Definitely.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that at that point, you realize your immediate family is the one you have with some other. That doesn't mean you neglect your family where you come from. But at that point, your peace of mind, your stability, your tranquility, your mental,
Everything.
See, you have to shine, because if you lose your home, you don't lose every. Do you get what I'm saying? So at some point, for me, I think what your brother could have done is this. Me, I'm a bit confrontational and not like I call everyone out. I call spade a spade. I call spade a spade. I won't call my wife out before my family.
Yes.
And
So,
say
like,
that
I actually
wait, I'm not done. And I will still call my family
In
out.
front of your wife.
So what I will do is, see, for me,
I will never forget.
Yes.
So we even blame that wife for separating you
and
and them.
talking back at anyone about my family
Yes.
for any
Honest
reason
reason, at
whatsoever.
all.
She doing that, I will feel one. She doesn't have respect for herself.
Yes.
It's not about me. Like, she doesn't have respect for herself.
Yeah.
Because for me, nothing would ever make me talk back to her
Her
family.
family.
No matter anything they do, I will just lock up. I'm not saying I respect you, I respect myself. Not because I don't know what I want to do.
Why is it that it's women that have?
Do you know what I'm saying? You get where you go reach. I don't go. You don't go see me for your house. And no come my house.
As in,
They your own and them are own.
But wait, from the first point of view, please. The way you said shower them with love.
It's not easy.
Have you seen some people that they just know that this particular thing here would get you mad?
And they will do it.
Everybody does not have that patience.
everybody has a breaking
There's some
point.
people that they just come to frustrate
Your life.
you, to bring out the demon that you're trying to suppress.
And if your husband
Do you understand? I'm not trying to say,
uncle,
me, I'm not going to disrespect anybody for no reason. But it gets to a point that everything will be on my husband. Do you get? Because I'm going to start putting because it's frustrating. You know, you're trying to,
You can't
You're-
say
you're-
how you feel and stuff.
you're nice, you're everything, and there is just
see,
a default, and this person is always just coming at you for, you can't even pick, maybe the
Mena,
reason is
Mena,
they didn't want their
Mena.
That is why
That's
in the
something.
first place, I can't even get married to a man that I am not cool with his family.
Mena,
It's not
Definitely.
possible.
see,
after
Mena,
marriage,
see, after marriage you will meet more people.
After
I know,
Mena,
Guys,
this thing
guys,
takes
guys,
time.
wait,
This
sorry,
thing
sorry,
takes
can I say
time,
something?
baby. This thing takes
Let me say
time.
something.
You cannot say
we
you
have-
will not tolerate the person. You will tolerate
will
the person for a
tolerate
while.
for
So by
a
the time
while.
you are breaking, if somebody else hears this
They
story,
know you have a reason
they
to
will know
break.
you have tried.
Yes.
That's what I meant. By the time you have done and you have
Yes.
gotten to a point where you say, baby, you
Yes.
know
Can I say
what,
something,
I'm
please?
done.
Yes.
So
Sweet food.
in my extended family, we get to spend time with everybody like 2 weeks in a year, if we ever come back together. And there's this particular auntie of mine that nobody likes in the family. She's a very nasty person. Like, now I'm not just saying it because I don't like her. Her character is
Nothing to write home
patient
about.
Ozoko. They learn from her. What everybody in the family, this is for people as little as 8 already know. We avoid her as much as possible. It's just 2 weeks. Stay away from auntie whatever her name is. For that 2 weeks.
warning.
For auntie ABC.
That's why
For
they.
that 2 weeks. And luckily for me, luckily for us, every family has their own house, but it's just in the same compound. So we don't go to their house. We don't even enter inside. We don't do anything. Once she just comes back, everybody stays clear for that 2 weeks. We don't like her. She doesn't like us. We know
Everybody
we
live
hate
in
ourselves.
peace.
You kill your own. You cook your food and eat alone. You cook ours and eat alone. Before, when everything was nice and good, we do this communal living. But when it started becoming nasty, we draw back. give the person his space.
Peace of mind.
And with time, if the person gets sense,
It go be
you
true
can
the
advise
person.
yourself.
Thing is, some people are just nasty. You understand? Because the truth is, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how you try to outdo yourself, some people are not just good people.
Exactly.
Some people are not nice.
They know you're like
Some people have evil intent in their hearts. There's nothing you can do. You understand? The only thing you can just do is do what you feel is right, be at peace, and leave the rest. You understand? You can't force someone to like you. That's like trying to actually kill yourself for someone else's pleasure. Do what you can do and leave the rest. Everybody live and let live.
So personally, yeah, I believe do unto others what you want others to do unto you. No matter how nasty someone is to me, right? I won't want someone to treat me bad. Because me, I know say if I treat person bad, the person no go like am. So what I do, as you dey nasty, I give you good. If at the end of the day, somebody hears a story outside that this girl is like this girl like that, and they ask you what happened, and you don't have any concrete story, I know my good name is still covered. So if you're being nasty to me, especially when you're my husband's family member, I don't like drama with in-laws. I used to have the notion that probably when I decide to get married, I will marry someone who's an orphan. Because I don't want some problems in life.
That's so
At some
precise.
At some point, I actually thought.
Yo, when Mufe said that, I think I paused for him. I'm like, so you want to marry, like, your criterion is, oh, my checklist, it must be pretty, it must have 6 packs, and his parents should be dead, or at least his dad, it must be an orphan. I mean, it didn't really sit well with me. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, you know? So you can't say because of supposed drama that might happen. Not all mother-in-laws are patient and so that will probably want to kill your child when you're pregnant, right? But, you know, there's some really super cool, you know, mother-in-laws or super cool father-in-laws. And when she said that, I was like, I was too sure she was joking. She couldn't have been that realistic. And if she was realistic, homegirl, she needs to change her mentality on things like that.
Okay, I could manage their father, let the mother die, so be motherless. I always look for guys that didn't have moms. When you tell me, oh, my mom is late, oh my God, so, but I have come to understand, being that I have 2 sister-in-laws, 3 sister-in-laws, and trust me, they all have different, beautiful, wonderful characters.
Now I think I've grown, and having parents or being an orphan really doesn't matter anymore, because I've gotten to a point where self-realization made me understand that I can be a lovable person, and when people don't like me, it's not my fault. So
the ones that are wise, the ones that adapt. And I get to put myself in their shoes sometimes. What if I'm the one that's married to somebody and their family member is, just day or day, just day or day. Let's not give each other drama.
I'm married into a family where they don't like me or something, I would ignore them as much as I can. But the truth is, I would not be happy, because I'm someone that I love my peace of mind. I love everybody, you know, coming together as one. And even if that is not possible now in being in a family where maybe the mom, you know, the sister-in-law does not like me, I would just ignore them. But my husband was so fiery because I would always complain to him. Do you understand? No matter what I'm trying to do. But another thing again is, I don't know how to go out of my way to please people. I would be nice, I would respect you, but you know, going out of my way, maybe on a normal day I'm supposed to serve you, then I will now start doing things
Extra.
like kneeling down,
Extra.
rolling. I can't be that person. I can't be extra for anyone to like me. If you like me, you like
Fine.
me. If you don't like me, that is why for me, I always look out for, if your mom has a problem with me, first, let me even know why she has a problem with me. Is it something I can work on, you know, to be better or something? But if there is nothing I can
Some people
do,
don't have
They
any
don't need
excuse.
they don't need anything. But if it's something, maybe just from the way your son showers love on me, you feel like, it's too much.
Or
It's
you're in
taking-
control, you know how to manage your relationship, they will hate
So I
you.
would just ignore, but I would always, because I know disrespecting him is disrespecting my husband, so I would never do that.
And what I think is this. First love, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. So let's be nice and civil, and learn to live in peace and harmony with each other. But then, Bible said something. If one eye,
Guy be pastor.
if one
you
eye
can quote Bible.
from
Cut it off.
Yes.
going
Makes
to
you to
heaven,
sin.
Yeah.
cut it. If a family member is
Succeed
is coming in between my having a happy home with my wife
Right.
and family, cut them off.
Yes.
Cut severe ties. And what do I mean by severe ties? Don't call my phone, don't come to my house, I wouldn't come to your house, and I wouldn't call your line either. If any member of my family disrespect my wife for whatever any reason whatsoever, and it's maybe if it's a one time I can understand, but if it's like a repeated something and I am not okay with that, I am picking sides with my wife.
Well, not to sound like a buzzkill, but the first thing I would say is the God factor,
Yeah.
right? So if my wife's mom doesn't like me, I would, take it to God first of all, pray about it. Because if I'm not doing anything wrong and she doesn't like me, that means there's a problem with her. So I would want to, as I believe in God fighting my battles for me, right? I mean, even though I have to still do some extra physical, because just like you said, they might not like you for some certain reasons that are beyond your control.
Yeah.
If you like me because I'm slim, do I go and use drugs that will make me fat? Or if you don't like me because I am light skin, should I go and make myself dark? Do you understand? Those are things beyond your control. Now take it to God in prayers first. Then if things don't, if you don't see some sort of change, understand, try to, I believe in, just like I said, I'm very, very vocal with how I feel about things. I always try to, let's talk about this thing. If you don't act reasonable enough, then I know that you want us to be crazy. I'll make sure that your child does never have your own time. That kind of thing. I wouldn't want to turn your back against you, but I want to know that I can as well, because the truth is just like you said, like your wife or your husband is your priority. That's like that's your immediate family, right? So you need to prioritize them. And if I make my wife feel like your mom isn't, if my wife loves me enough, right? And I make you feel like your mom isn't treating me the way I want to be treated, and then she doesn't change that fact, the wife will to an extent see her mom in a different light. And I'll let you know that I can literally just I can change the way your child sees you. So you should understand that I have as much control. But this works more for the women because you are the wife, right? So you can always tell the husband that no, going to the village, go and see mommy now. No, it's true, you can always any mother that is smart be able to sort of love your son's wife to ensure that you can see together weekly.
Let's see from this.
For me.
I've left it for you.
Your family. Your family, now you take present them to your wife.
That really
That's
matters
how
a
your
lot.
wife will take it. So if you are presenting your family to be the problem type to your wife, that's what she will take in account. So first of all, you being my wife, don't get right to mess with my family.
True.
Then you being my family, don't get right to mess with my wife. Simple. So I could balance the two equations. They could balance. So that's all.
I don't have much to say, but I'll just say if you were me, I would ignore. But if you give trouble, I will give it to you.
You won't give trouble, forget. Make sure you don't get trouble. You know what I mean?
That's not how I mind.
You say you're